it seems to me that Woah Dave is only part of the story. Like, that's just how you get Dave's attention, which is evidently a challenge. Otherwise, you wouldn't have to yell at the guy. Dave's either 5 years old or a puppy. Either way, once he's actually listening, that's when you can say what you really have to say. Woah Dave, the pudding's laced with arsenic. Woah Dave, that's not a fudge-sickle. Woah Dave, kind of being a homicidal maniac, stop killing people. So a 5-year-old puppy who murders people. It's Woah Dave! Actually, that's it. Just Woah Dave. Actually, I don't even know if it's Woah Dave for sure, because that's not at all how you spell the word woe. Not that I'm going to let it bother me. I'm a professional. It's just, it really does disturb me. That's all, and it bothers me, but I'll rise above it. Hey, maybe I'll even rise above it. How about that? Woah Dave. This is not even a word. But hey, I mean, that's the internet age, isn't it? Kids spell things wrong, and they think they're poly-f***ing-sure. Oh, how funny and smart am I? Because I spelled something wrong. Not that Dave's like that. I mean, I'd ask him, but he stopped listening a while ago. Whoa, Dave! So, about killing people, Dave seems to be killing people. And that's the crazy thing. You know, you start the game, and you think you're inside a volcano or something. And these Yoshi eggs are falling down, and one-eyed monsters spring out. Phrasing. But then you die, and you see the lava wasn't really lava at all. In fact, you're just on a street somewhere, and the monsters are actually people. You were killing people. Whoa, Dave, crazy asshole! Actually, it gets even crazier. 1, you do all this crap for money, which makes you a jerk. 2, you get a penny per kill, which makes you a cheap jerk. And C, this is basically just a new take on the Mario Brothers arcade game. Like, in 2014. That's pretty crazy. That is until you see who made this thing. It's from the former Gaijin Games. You know, the people who made the Bit Trip games, which sort of explains the pixels and the punishment. But to be honest, when I realized that, it actually left me a bit disappointed. Like, the Bit Trip games are incredible. This one's not as incredible. It's a lot less fun. It's a lot less interesting. It's a lot less memorable. And maybe that's not a fair comparison, but, I mean, Dave's not listening anyway. Don't get me wrong, I mean, it's still a good game, at least for a little while. You pick up eggs, you throw them at the bad guys. You can also pick up skulls and throw those. Sometimes you get a woe block, which is basically just a POW block. Then you pick up the coins, and look, it's just a few minutes of retro charm, and sprites, and music, and death. And then you do it again, just for a few minutes. But that's the thing. I mean, now there are a lot of these retro-style games. Just being one isn't really a big deal anymore. I mean, I've reviewed 2 of these retro-style games this week alone. So, I mean, you have to do something interesting with those retro ideas if you want to stand out. And to me, this one's like a little too close to its influences. Like, it's more of a cover song than a reinterpretation, which might be semantic, but whatever. I only lasted like 2 minutes. And honestly, I don't feel like that's representative of my performance. Look, this is an okay game. Woah Dave is an okay game. It's another entry in that endless series of games that have retro sprites and retro sound, and god damn it, look how retro we are. And it's an okay one of those. That said, there are many of those that do this stuff better, or at least more distinctly and memorably, which is a hard word to say. It's not bad, but it's missing that little extra something. It's Woah Dave for the Nintendo 3DS. Maybe with those pennies, Dave can buy a spell check.